kufr, a word so casually mistranslated, so carelessly thrown about that its thunder has been muffled, its fire smothered. The world reads it as disbeliever, a bland label, a lazy category. But that is not what the Qur'an roared when it branded men and women with this name. Kufr is not ignorance. Kufr is not distance. Kufr is not the mere absence of Islam. At its very root, kufr means to cover, to conceal, to bury. A Kāfir is not someone who has never heard the truth. A Kāfir is the one who heard it, felt it burn in the marrow of their bones, saw it blaze before their very eyes, and then, with cold arrogance, buried it alive. The Qur'an itself, in its staggering mastery of language, calls farmers kuffar, for they cover seeds with soil. That image is not a gentle metaphor. It is a terrifying mirror. The seed beneath the ground is not dead. It is bursting with life. It aches to sprout, but it has been forced under the dirt, smothered by a hand that pretends it never existed. That is the crime of the Kāfir. He covers the truth, not because he does not see it, but because he does. He covers it to silence it, to suffocate it, to escape the demands it would place upon him. And yet, what have we done with this word? We have gutted it, stripped it of its force, and cheapened it into a blanket insult for anyone not Muslim. What a betrayal of the Qur'an! A man in a jungle who bows, having never heard the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, never felt the weight of the Qur'an upon his ears, is not a Kāfir. He is ignorant. He is misguided. But he has not committed the crime of kufr. He has not covered what he never saw. To hurl the word Kāfir at him is to twist the Qur'an into a weapon of our own ignorance. It is to commit the very act the Qur'an itself condemns, concealing truth for the sake of arrogance. The Kāfir is not the villager who never knew. The Kāfir is the Qurayshi elder who sat before the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, heard the verses that shook mountains, knew in his gut they were not poetry nor sorcery, and still clenched his fists and spat in defiance. The Kāfir is the one who saw the light and slammed the door, who recognized the truth, yet feared his throne, his tribe, his wealth more than his own soul. He is not ignorant. He is guilty. He is not blind. He has gouged out his sight. He is not deaf. He has stuffed his ears with lies. And today, the Qurayshi elder wears a suit and speaks through a microphone. He has a podcast, a publishing deal, and a crowd that worships his wit. He has read the Qur'an, or at least the parts that serve his purpose. He knows the verse before and after, yet clips only the middle line. Kill the polytheists wherever you find them. He buries the context, smothers the mercy that surrounds the command, and sells the mutilated fragment as proof of savagery. He is not mistaken. He is manufacturing lies. These are not people of ignorance, but merchants of distortion, professors, philosophers, and polemicists who profit from deception. They know that truth, if uncovered, would collapse their stage, their sponsors, their followers. So they cover it. They quote the Qur'an only to bury it, dissect verses only to disfigure them. Their kufr is not of confusion but of convenience, an industry built on concealment. They are today's kuffar, men who saw the light, studied it, analyzed it, and then, with deliberate pride, turned off the lamp and told the world it never shone. So when the Qur'an says Kāfir, it is not uttering a casual label, it is issuing a verdict. It is exposing a soul that has covered its own fitra, the primal recognition of Allah etched into every heart. The Kāfir is the man who buries his own nature, hides his own knowledge, crushes the testimony of his own conscience. He is the farmer of falsehood, shoveling dirt over the very seed that could have blossomed into faith. And make no mistake, this word is not to be softened, not to be broadened until it loses its edge. It is the lash of language, the brand of divine judgment, and to misuse it, to throw it on every non-Muslim, to strip it of its true meaning, is itself a concealment of truth. Kufr is not distance from Islam. Kufr is betrayal of truth. Kufr is treachery against one's own heart. Kufr is to stand before the blazing light of revelation, feel its sear on the skin, and still, shovel the dirt over it as though it were never there. That is the Kāfir. That is the weight of the word.